Yo, I'm Bob, into Masters of the Universe. Gonna be unboxing an action figure from the Masters of the Universe Origins toy line. And this is Lady Slither. She is from the Rise of the Snake Men sub-line, I guess you could call it. So she comes from Mattel Creations. She sold out, and she sold out, and she sold out, and she sold out. So I was able to get her finally at some point or other on eBay. Not for a scalper price either, because I don't do stuff like that. That's kind of ridiculous to, think you have to pay for a crazy amount just to get stuff like this. But I did manage to snag her. She really seemed like an interesting character the more I read up on her. So here she is in her, well, it looks like a 2-pack, but I mean, it's, the same size Origins action figure. She just comes in a special box because she is, I'm thinking, pretty cool character. I'll turn the box around here. Probably not going to be able to see the artwork as much as I wish you could because of my camera skills. All right, let's see what I did with my scissors. Here they are. I like her backstory. She's hanging out on the snake homeworld of Nahas, I think that's how you pronounce it. And all the snake men are fighting over her at one point. They want to win her hand and win her serpent sword. There's actually a mini comic online that is narrated by a very passionate group of fans, and it's the only way I'm able to really get into a lot of the mini comics because I can't read them. So they dub in all the voices and things like that, and I'm having a pretty fun time listening to the narration. There's no audio description, of course, but I mean you can kind of figure out what's going on without the audio description there. What I don't get, I kind of look up on the Grayskull wiki site to kind of fill in the gaps there. All right. Difficult to get her out of here. There she is. Hope this isn't gonna take too long. There she is. And hopefully she comes with all of her stuff. There was one video in which a guy didn't have his little hip connector piece that he needed to attach her snake tail. So I hope I get that in my box. Here she is. So yeah, she can kind of switch between her human legs and her snake tail. And she's got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think she does come with her little hip piece there. She does. Cool. I thought I had missed that. At least I think that's what that is. It's way up there in the package. So right now she's got her human legs, but you can take those off because of Origins modular torsos and things like that, and give her a whole new look, which I really like. Anyway, I'm gonna pause this, break her out of her tray, and we'll have a closer look. And here is Lady Slither out of her packaging, and she comes with everything she was supposed to. The hip connector piece was in there, so my worries were assuaged. She's got what I think is supposed to be the serpent sword. It looks more like a dagger to me. It's very, very small there in her right hand. But I like the shape of it. It's very snake-like, the way that it's all curved and kind of goes in all sorts of different directions, just like a snake's tail might, or, like a snake uncoiling. I'm not sure if she's holding her staff the right way. That's how it came in the package. And that is, according to folks online, the staff of Ka. And this is the first time I've seen a representation of the weapon in my own way. So I think it's fitting that a snake lady should be wielding it. I know the sorceress wields that, but cool that Lady Slither has one. Because the snakes did wield the staff at one point in time. And here she is from the back. I love her headdress she's got going on here. And she's got a nice plastic cape. So, kind of hangs down the back. Very nice there. It's not loose at all. I'm not really sure if you need to keep the cape on when she loses her legs and grows her snake tail. I would think you'd probably need to take that off because the cape's just going to kind of be flaring out behind her. I don't know. You could keep the cape on. Maybe you do. I don't know how she looks in the comic as she's slithering around the way that she does. We'll get to that in just a second. Always fun to have another villain in the Motu collection. I really like the idea of her kind of being on a separate planet. You know, she's got her own troops. I really like her design. So yeah, if Lady Slither really needs to move and groove and creep and crawl, as Stephen King says in one of his forewords or afterwards, yeah, she comes with a snake tail. So she can kind of switch between her legs and her tail here. So she can thwack at somebody. I'm not really sure how to get her to stand because this thing can twist all sorts of ways. I was really glad that the hip connector came in there for her. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to connect her top half to her tail. Some of these snakes, they really give me a Clash of the Titans kind of a vibe, especially with her. Now, she doesn't have the snakes for hair like Medusa did in that movie, but I mean, she does have that massive tail that's holding her up. And I didn't remove her cape because I like the way the cape looks on her. I mean, it fits on her perfectly, so you don't have to remove it if you don't want to. If you still want her rocking her cape, you can have that on there. But if you want her to lose the cape, you can, I'm sure, take the ball jointed head off and take the cape off the ball joint there. So that's no problem. Just a really fun action figure, I think. She came out exactly like I wanted her to. I'm really glad that she came with everything she needed to. I know sometimes, there are snafus at factories, and I think people have wound up missing some parts from her, especially that hip connector piece there that holds on the tail. Boy, I wish some of these could be released at retailers everywhere. She seems too cool to be an exclusive, I think. I like her backstory, and I can't wait to find out more about her in future mini comics. The folks that have been making the fan dubs of the mini comics, I think the channel's called Masters of the Mini Comic or Masters of the Mini Comics. And yeah, that's how I was able to really delve into her backstory. I mean, I have the mini comic included with her, but I mean, I'm not able to read those because those aren't in Braille, and people just aren't available at the drop of a hat to narrate stuff and describe stuff. So, I mean, it's cool when fans actually do stuff like that on YouTube, I think. I give her an 11 out of 10. Kind of wish the sword here was a bit bigger. But I like that she actually has that. We need more swords to go with our snakes. We don't really have a lot of that stuff going on with them. Just snake stabs. I like that she has her little serpent sword there. Hope I'm not forgetting anything pertaining to Lady Slither here. If so, I guess I'll bring it up in another video or two. I love the way she came out. Very cool. Till next time, guys.